back. Hope you're enjoying your day. You're watching Johnny Depp on the witness stand right now. But man, this is real life crime. New York, the utopian area of New York City. Um, Ex handyman lover who knew of spare key is sought by the cops in New York City mom Orsola Orsolya Gaal's slaying. This is one I covered yesterday a little bit. This is the there she is. You get an idea. There's the let's see if this pops up. Yeah, there she is. There's a full body shot. Her knees aren't too shabby. She's definitely some people wouldn't kick her out of bed for eating crackers. But anyway, so they have a picture of her house. We'll get out to all that. Cops want to question a former handyman lover. How do they know this is a lover who had intimate knowledge of her home? That's not all he had intimate knowledge of, right? Including where the family kept a spare key. The man who has not yet, I'm surprised anybody keeps a spare key outside anymore. The man who has not yet been formally identified as a person of interest or suspect in the gruesome slaying is believed to have had Believed and ex-handyman lover are two different terms. To have had a romantic relationship with the married mom of two before the affair went south. Maybe if he had gone south, the affair wouldn't have gone south. It's unclear when the relationship began and ended, but according to the sources familiar in the case, the man knew where the family kept a spare key. I mean, he's a handyman guy. He's been in their house doing work. She was stabbed nearly 60 times. Sometime in the wee hours Saturday morning inside the front of the home. Inside the front of the home. Her son was asleep during then. Her 13, the youngest kid. This one. This one was with the dad looking at colleges. With her corpse then taken to the basement. And sources and authorities have said she was stashed in a black Bauer hockey bag, similar to one belonging to her kids, and the pouch containing her body was dragged outside and dumped about half a mile away. Now, yesterday said it was 9 blocks. Police believe the killer knew Gaal because there's no signs of a break-in, and considering the violent nature of the crime, they suspect the attack was personal and fueled by anger specifically towards her. But the grisly slaying did not appear to be premeditated. Detectives don't think this was a planned murder. He left a blood trail for 5 blocks from the house. Again, it was 9 blocks yesterday. Now, can you imagine that? They find a body. A guy was walking his dog, 8 a.m., sees this bloody duffel bag over on the side of the road. The dog's probably going out there sniffing on it, probably like hiked his leg on it, to claim it as his own. He's figured he's going to come back and have himself a Scooby snack or something, because that's the way dogs think. And there's drag marks. There's bloody drag marks for that long. And that's a lot of blood. It was like a trail of breadcrumbs. That is so morbid. If you want to kill somebody, you try to make a little cleaner, like Dexter. A little more prepared. He didn't go with something to move her body. He took something from the house. So maybe it's just a guy broke in and she startled him. I mean, how do we know she's having an affair? I'm sure that kind of blood, there's lots of DNA there. The killer's DNA has got to be in that blood. It was not a clean scene. So the 13-year-old is asleep during this. Now, there was, somewhere else I read, said that the 13-year-old was put in handcuffs and taken to a police station and then let go. Let's see here. Up to a $3,500 reward for information regarding the homicide with Crime Stoppers. Doesn't she look like that dog? Well, that dog didn't do anything to protect her that night, did it? Look, there it is. There is their Ring doorbell is showing the guy is dragging this bag. I'm hoping that thing's on wheels because that'd be a long drag. On Saturday, approximately 12:40 a.m., an unknown predator stabbed a woman 61 times. The victim was found inside a duffel bag along Metropolitan Avenue in Queens. New York Police Department sources told the Post on Tuesday the detective had asked the Queens District Attorney's Office for a search warrant shortly after tracing a blood bag to her house. But investigators weren't given the warrant until early evening, costing them valuable time in gathering evidence. Oh, there's the duffel bag. There she is. There's her boob job sticking out. I'm very satisfied. It's frequent in the family's home. Hold on, what now? On Tuesday afternoon, the family electrician, Arjuna Jack, stopped by Gaal's home, which is still wrapped in crime tape, and after she, blah, blah. I'm very startled, said Jack. He was frequently at the family's home to do electrical work, as well as some power washing and painting. I know her very well. Her husband's very nice. Her 2 sons are very nice as well. It's very sad. It's a cute little house. Probably $1 million home. Have an Acura. These are well-to-do people. Friday evening, Gaal headed out with friends to see a show at Lincoln Center before returning to Queens around midnight and hitting a bar in her neighborhood, where she hung out for about 40 minutes alone, apparently waiting for someone, police say. So at midnight, she's sitting there getting sloshed, waiting for somebody to pick her up at the bar like it's Fleet Week. Samson Garnett. Why can't these people have names like Smith and Jones and that's all only 2 names I can think of that are simple. But still, why don't they have names like that? Owns 5 Borough Cafe. Why don't you call it 5 Meals? I hate the creativity. Was a regular at the watering hole, but added he's not sure if she was there late Friday. Her house is a 10-minute walk. She comes here, She's been here before. She used to come with some Russian ladies. See, I said that yesterday. She looked like a Ukrainian mail-order bride. And this is what happened. She's a Ukrainian mail-order bride. She comes to America and gets married to this guy who's a dork because he's like a financial guy. And he can't pick up chicks because he has dork skills. And now he gets out of town and she does what every Eastern European bride does. And they go try to find themselves a Papa Bear that reminds them of big men in Russia. May 2020, Gaal was briefly reported missing to police after her husband called 911 and said she'd gone for a walk around midnight and wasn't home by the time he woke up the next morning. Oh, what do you think happened? She walked down to that bar and got her heels taken off. She couldn't figure out how to walk back home. Given the recent attack on the wall, how do you explain that? How do you explain that? Oh, yeah, I'm just now coming home. Just now coming home. Wow. Then she wanted some pepper spray. And in New York, they can't have pepper spray. She needed a gun. And they can't have that either. So, welcome, subject, to your being put into a duffel bag. How awful is that? All right, guys, subscribe, and we're going to be following this for a little bit because this is pretty wild. This amazes me. Anyway, love y'all. Be good to each other. And stay out of the duffel bag section.